Good afternoon. It's January 17th, 2024, and today we had a downtrend day. I believe this channel started from this high yesterday, and it just continued into today. That's what I believe. But if you're just looking at the price action from today, well, we had this strong move down in the overnight. We had a 50% correction. Did I? 459. So yeah, you could have got in on that, and it sold back to test this low. And then we had this channel of correction before. Had an interruption, but we had this channel of correction. Price is probably attempting to at least test this midline. They couldn't do it. We had this like triple top up here before selling off two legs down. And then a pretty strong, probably the strongest bull rally of the day in here. But you can see that failed too. So here's how it looks on the 6,500 tick chart and the 11,000 tick chart. So anyway, right, I was viewing this as a range. Let me take off the measure moves. And so when it broke out to the high side, I didn't even see this 50% correction. But when it broke out to the high side and we got a lower high, I like that entry. And you can ride that back to the bottom of the range pretty easily. And then we get a first entry, second entry, confirming this channel, but you're in the midline of this range, so I'm not too crazy about it. However, with the breakout to the high side, it's reasonable to guess that we'll have a breakout to the low side, but that's, you're guessing. Anyway, we come down here, and I marked this red. I gotta change it to green because technically that didn't break lower. But that's a hidden second entry short off the trend channel, and prices chop on down before we get a break of this channel, and then some sideways stuff, and that begins the weak or broad bull channel here. And so here's what I want to talk about is this sell-off is very strong. These rallies, and this is something Al Brooks talks about, these rallies aren't very good. You can see this one has this doji in it. This one has a doji, stems at the top. This one, the third bar, has a big stem at the top, followed by a doji. These aren't that big. This one has two strong bars, followed by a few dojis and two strong bars. So none of that is very strong. And then we come here, and you have a rally. This one has a stem. This is really just doji here, so this isn't a whole lot. And then you get this rally, and there's a doji in there. Then we just go sideways. You don't really get a nice leg up. So, you know, we chop up, but this rally has a doji in, a couple dojis in it. This is only two bars, and then we go sideways. This one right here, you get a doji, bearish doji. So this is the best looking one up to this point, but then we get this triple top, and you can't go higher. And then we start to sell off. So there's just signs that this correction was probably just the middle of a move. But we aren't quite making that second measured move down. Maybe we are based on this. We went a little further than that. So there were signs all morning that this was not going to be a range day. So yeah, we sell off, and again, you got a hidden second entry short. That's a tough one. It's a breakout pullback of the overnight lows, and you wouldn't have had this trend channel at that time, but you might want to be aggressive. You get a break, and then another sell off, and I just don't see really how you could get in on it. This is the strongest bull rally of the day, and it still fell short. You know, this one has a doji here, 3 dojis here, doji. So this leg up isn't that strong, but this leg up looks pretty good. But then we go sideways. So that's how you can kind of get a feel for this stuff. So not a lot of good trades on this 2000 tick chart today, unfortunately. But anyway, I hope everyone had a great day. I'll be back tomorrow.